This month has once again brought forth discussions of the FDA's intent to make another all-natural plant illegal. This substance, called Kratom, is a leaf from tropical evergreen trees that is within the coffee family. And the big question is
this plant a killer?
Every household in America, that's what you had in mind all along, isn't it?
No shit, Sherlock.
We're not talking about one hungry plant here. We're talking about world conquest.
And I want to thank you.
it is native to Southeast Asia and has had several uses over thousands of years. Its most common forms of ingestion are smoking it, eating it, or chewing on the leaves, and drinking it in tea. When used alone, it's non-lethal. It's non-addictive and has several health benefits, including pain relief, the ability to be an immunity booster, a sexual stimulant, reduces anxiety, and the most important we're going to look at today, it has proven successful in treating addiction to opiates and prescription painkillers.
You don't know what you're messing with. You got no idea.
Kratom's inherently healthy nature, in combination with its range of effects, has been used as a treatment for addiction for hundreds of years. Regularly chewing on its leaves during the often intense and overwhelming detox from prescription opioids can provide a relaxing sensation that is tolerable enough to help addicts overcome withdrawal symptoms without the dreadful come-downs and without negative side effects. This natural non-addictive leaf also helps to regulate the hormones in the human body, and people that suffer from serious ailments such as sexual dysfunction, chronic fatigue, depression, anxiety, and mood swings could finally begin to get relief and see significant positive changes in their lives without having to rely on expensive pharmaceuticals and the implicit side effects that are associated with the use of those drugs.
Don't you threaten me, son. You got a lot of gall. We're gonna do things my way, or we won't do things at all.
So, I know what you're thinking now. What in the hell's the problem? Why is this a problem? This plant has so many great benefits. Why are we having a problem? Well, I think in time you will begin to see what the problem is. The FDA intends to make Kratom a Schedule I substance because supposedly it is an imminent hazard to public safety. They tried to accomplish this on August 30th of 2016, but ran into heavy opposition. An online petition to stop the ban was signed by more than 140,000 people. 51 members of the House of Representatives and 9 senators each sent letters to acting FDA Administrator Chuck Rosenberg. For the time being, the ban was avoided. Now, in November of 2017, the FDA is looking to move forward with the ban. They have openly stated that regardless of public concern, they plan on moving forward because a public outcry is not science. And they stand firm on their position that Kratom is a hazard to public safety. The FDA's main concern stems from the fact that between 2014 and 2016 that there were 15 people that died that had Kratom in their system, as well as other drugs and or alcohol in the United States of America. When used with large amounts of other drugs, Kratom could potentially be deadly, but no one has ever died using Kratom by itself. while in 2015 alone, 52% of deaths were related to prescription drugs. A large number of people that overdosed took meds as directed, and several of them weren't even aware of why or how they overdosed. On average, 142 people died daily from drug overdoses in the U.S. 6 out of 10 of those are caused by opioids. Just a couple weeks prior to Kratom re-entering the spotlight, on October 27th, President Trump declares opioid usage in America to be a national emergency.
Most importantly, we acknowledge the families present who have lost a cherished loved one. As you all know from personal experience, families, communities, and citizens across our country are currently dealing with the worst drug crisis in American history, and even, if you really think about it, world history. This is all throughout the world.
So, opioid use is a national and world health crisis. But we're also going to ban a plant that could potentially help us with the problem. And this comes only shortly after pharmaceutical companies have found a way to synthesize and patent pharmaceutical kratom from the plant's primary alkaloid, metragedine. Pharmaceutical companies now hold the patent to a new opioid called MGM-15 and 2 others from this plant that the FDA so strongly oppose. If kratom is restricted or banned in any way, it's only going to force more people into using prescription drugs. And I think it's pretty plain to see that that's the point. If our government actually cared anything about any of us, they would actually be trying to make this more accessible and easier for opiate addicts to get to. Instead, they've thrown together another ploy to gain profits and to obliterate the chance for any alternatives that aren't government regulated. Judging from the numbers, this should be a no-brainer for anybody. But obviously, I think we all know what this is about. It's about a government agency that cares more for money than it ever will about the suffering people of its nation.
So what I say, up yours. Yeah! Watch me now, I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm bad.
This is not at all about what's good for people or bad for people, or this isn't about a plant that harms people or kills people. Obviously, you can tell by the numbers that that's definitely not the case. This is about profits for Big Pharma and about making as many people as they possibly can dependent on the state. I urge you to call this number, 1-888-463-6332. Press 3, then 4, and share with them your concerns on why this plant shouldn't be illegal. Share with them your stories, experiences, or concerns.
If you like today's show, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with everybody you know. Get the word out. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Thank you.